Hi guys, I just wanted to do this video basically for anyone who's in this group, or if anyone knows anybody who is like struggling, suffering from any disabilities, mental health problems or anything, so on and so forth, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, ADHD, autism, anything, you name it, so on and so forth. And basically, yeah, if you're struggling, even people without disabilities or mental health issues, just share this message and share these songs to people who you think needs a bit of help to brighten up their day if they're having a bit of a downer or what. I guess I don't really have an order of songs, but ones that are definitely on the list is, let's give it a go. Have a look on my music. Got all sorts on here, you see. Well, this one I'm really into at the moment. Got a good old beat to it. Called City Limits, featuring Lee Luxon and Hamster. If you've never heard it before, then again, I suggest you should check it out. It's a pretty good song if you like a bit of beat. It's like the pop R&B side of thing. Or if you're into more of like rock or metal or anything like that, I'd suggest Five Finger Death Punch, Wash It All Away. That's a really good one. Or if you're feeling extremely angry, and if you ever feel like you need to self-harm, or if you are feeling really suicidal or anything, well, of course, use all your strategies as much as you can to keep strong. I'm also going to give out in this video a few tips on what to do to try and help yourself calm down if you're feeling any form of anger or what, or if you're feeling suicidal, basically to try and help you avoid from trying to attempt suicide or trying to attempt to self-harm in any form of way. So yeah, those are two songs. There also is Burn Motherfucker Burn by Five Finger Death Punch, which is a really aggressive like metal song. And this is another thing I must point out. People are like, oh god, heavy metal, I hate it, screaming on all this crap, whatever. But actually, depending on how you are as a person, if you actually listen to it, blasting headphones on, really, really beaming loud, listen to the words, even though half of the time it can be hard to listen to them if it's screaming or what, it can actually be pretty relaxing, to be honest. I know it might be like, but it's like relief, like screaming out the relief of the pains and all the anxieties around you, to just scream and let it out. So yeah, try that one. Or another few songs, it's kind of hard for me to think offhand. I mean, when I'm in the moment myself, when I'm upset or whatever, it's like different because I just have them all there. It all come to me like that. But yeah, let's have a look. A great band, I would say as well, Bring Me the Horizon and All Time Low. All Time Low, there's a few good songs really, but again, if you're feeling down or anything and you want something to give you a bit of, upbeat or a bit of smiling at least, I would suggest to listen to well, any of them really. Missing You by All Time Low. It's on the Future Hearts album. It's a really good song. Again, the words are pretty inspiring. In Bring Me the Horizon, I've got posters here. Posters all around this room, everywhere. Because music is literally my life. It's what makes me, like, makes my world turn, literally. It's the bestest thing, the bestest escape of anything. Let's have a look. Bring me. Oh. Currently watching Liverpool play football as well right now. A bit of football on. Why not? Good. Sorry about that if it got interrupted. People calling me on Skype. Throne, that's a really good song by Bring Me the Horizon. Again, expressing a lot of words and a lot of everything, really. Follow You, that's another good one. That's basically expressing if you love someone, or if you really look up to someone, and basically saying, like, you'll never leave them, you know, you're all, they're your everything, you see, that's all that you see in them, it's just, they mean everything to you. I could play some of these songs if you listen to some of the words, but, oh, and again, Drown, that's another good song by them. Just the whole of the band's great, and the few songs that I've mentioned before as well by the other bands. Giving a bit of tips now on while I play some of these songs in the background. A few tips on how to calm down. Me myself, this is personal, me giving this information out if you don't know me, but I'm going to do this out of, well, trying to give a bit of help and advice to people that are struggling out there with problems in their life, or suicide, anxiety, depression, or anything. So anyway, yeah. Growing up, I've had a bit of a tough life, really. I'm not going to go on because it's going to be all depressing, but yeah, I've been through a lot. And since when I was 7 years old, I was firstly diagnosed with ADHD. And I was such a naughty child when I was in school growing up. I got into trouble. I would be naughty, constantly try and give off attention, and I wouldn't realise that I was doing it. And I'd go home crying, feeling so frustrated in myself, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? You know, uncontrollably, having loads of hyperactivity, you know. I couldn't sleep. I had problems with sleeping up until I was like 11 years old. I had to sleep between like my mum and dad. I just was such a naughty child, but my brain could not function. I was always hyper. It was just nuts, complete nuts. Anyway, so I've had a lot of therapy and CAMS since 7 years old, and growing up, things have been easier and harder. Well, teenhood has been harder. When I hit 11 years old, I was diagnosed with Tourette's, and that's like physical and vocal and physical, so tics as well, you know, like twitching. Okay, you people may not see in me as a person that I have any of these two things, but I do, I do. That's up to you whether to believe it or not, but I do. I've got it all on paper, I've got it everywhere, whatever. And then 12 years old, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. So yeah, there's been a lot, and there's reasons why I've had being bullied in the past, just going through hell, man. Like family and friends who have passed away, and just struggling with that, really, dealing with it and all sorts. But yeah, this is my medication that I have to take daily. So to any people out there, I really wouldn't persuade you to ever overdose or anything if you're feeling complete shit. You have this thing in your body called fight or flight, and basically, let me get this definition up because it's really hard to explain what it is. It's really hard to understand, explain. It's basically a response, like what your body takes you in, called the fight or flight response. Basically, it says it's a psychological reaction that occurs in the response to a perceived harmful event or attack or threat to survival. This is the thing that makes you basically react in a way where you're feeling down, suicidal, and you get the instant thing going to you, like, oh shit, I can't stop and think. If you've got ADHD or anything with autism or anything, you can probably understand this completely, where I'm coming from. It is really hard for your brain to process, to stop and think, oh shit, I'm feeling like shit. Let it go over my head, let it fly over my head. It's gonna be okay. If you've got anything like ADHD or autism, your brain will not be so fast to process that. So automatically you'll go in the deep end. You won't think to stop. There's no stopping and thinking, because that's part of the disability. That's part of it. So yeah. These are my tablets. I've got my thyroid one, slightly underactive thyroid. I've got my Tourette's one, and I've got my ADHD one. And then at night time, I have my two melatonins and two of my Tourette's ones. Melatonin ones are to try and help me sleep, because I struggle sleeping, as I said before. So yeah, I have to take all of them a day. But I also want you to know, because as me growing up, being on medication, it's kind of upset me. It made me feel, oh, I'm taking tablets at this age, I'm 19 years old and I'm taking tablets. It's depressing. I shouldn't be out having tablets. Why can't I deal with it myself? Well, there is some ways for people to deal with it themselves by getting, going to groups, for example, like Mind, going to some yoga, or just simply Googling and printing off some sheets to do with coping strategies or what. Me myself, I went to a group, helped me when I went to CAMHS. They referred me over to a group called CBT and DBT, so cognitive behavioural therapy and dialectical behavioural therapy. And I actually have a folder full of information of what I had when I was in that group, giving me some information on how to cope and stuff, which I swear to God, yeah, if you get the chance, go ahead and do it. You may not pick it up the first time, but sometimes they give you a chance to go back and have a second time of it. Night! Alright. Sorry, that was my mum saying she's going to bed. So yeah, got a few sheets, I might get them out in a minute. But they gave me this little box. Now this is my little DBT box, my coping strategies which I come to when I'm feeling down or depressed. And as I was saying before, I don't always get the thought to stop and think, oh shit, look, my box is over there, let's go to this before I go and do anything that's like beyond out of control. That, you know, sometimes you have to have a close friend that you can trust to tell that you've got the box or you've got this and that problem, and if that friend is like willing enough to understand you and know that you're not doing whatever for attention, because a lot of people do say, oh look, you're attention seeking and what. Some people do, some people don't, but seriously, like, someone, like, everybody, every human, this is really hard for me to put things in words, because again, that's something I struggle with, finding things to put into sentences. By me. Yeah, basically, I forgot what I was saying now, blimey. My head's just spinning because I'm thinking of overthinking in what to say, because I want to get my words right, but it's like, yeah. So if you've got any friends that you can actually trust and speak to, obviously don't tell a load of people. It's better having a small amount of friends than having a lot of friends, because a lot of people backstab, and I'm pretty sure everyone has been through this at least once, twice, whatever. Yeah, I would really recommend, if you struggle with anything like anxiety or depression or whatever, do get a box, any size, small, big, whatever, and get a bunch of things that you enjoy doing or enjoy seeing that remind you of positive outcomes. These are good ideas now. Whether you get a colouring book, any colouring book at all, could be something you're interested in, or just a simple colouring book, you know. A little pack of pencils, gel pens, crayons, whatever you prefer, and just focus on the drawing, you know, just do some drawing or colouring. Or also get a little book. I've got in mine a little book, the Book of Mindfulness. 10 minutes a day to less stress and more peace. If you like reading, put a little book in there, preferably a positive book. Nothing you put in this box is good, literally nothing depressing. So in this box, it's got like loads of strategies: awakening your breath, talk to anger and let it go, breathing, why little things matter, accept and respond, increasing gratitude. So something I really would recommend to get into that box is a mindfulness book, because mindfulness gives you really, really good tips in positive attitude, put it that way. So I've got in my box that I've got a charcoal face mask. If you're feeling rather, oh look, I feel like shit today, I've got spots all over my face, oh I'm ugly, whatever the fuck you want, I'm sorry for my swearing, but you know. Yeah, I've got a clay mask. It doesn't matter which one it is, just get a bloody mask as long as you're not allergic to it. I mean, you may not like masks, but this is something, obviously this is my box with little goods, just a bit of tips in case you guys want, you know. I put this on, and obviously once it's washed off, I'm there like, oh my god, my face is so soft, it feels better, do you know what I mean? It gives me a bit of a boost, I'm feeling refreshed. I also got in here hand warmers. I know that's a bit random, but sometimes you can be feeling really cold when you're depressed, because your body can just respond being like, oh look, I'm shutting down, I'm depressed, I hate my life, and all this load of crap, shall we say, comes out of your brain, and it doesn't process properly to think, oh look, I'm just having a rough day, whatever. So yeah, hand warmer, just hold that and be like, you know, a bit of warmth going on. bunch of CDs. As you guys know, if you know me very well, music is like my life. And actually, at one point in my life, I really want to become a DJ and learn how to mix music. These are my pack of CDs where I basically put music on and make CDs. Just simple. Something to do. A rubber duck. Okay, this ain't just a normal rubber duck, this is a stress ball. You know, it's cute. It's cute, but it's a stress ball. You know, something to squeeze when you feel angry, or, you know, a little rubber duck. Maybe you could give it a name. So get yourself a stress ball. Bit of body butter. Doesn't matter. Maybe get your favourite. If you're not allergic, again, you need to check you're not allergic to things, because there's a lot of things I'm allergic to when it comes to like creams and all sorts. I'd say body butter as well, or body lotion. It's just moisturise your skin and make it feel soft and better in yourself. Or a hair mask. What else have I got in here? That's it in this box, but I've got another DBT box in my dad's house. Sorry I'm going on, guys, but I wanted to do this video for ages. I'm pretty nervous and actually doing it because I sound like an idiot, which I probably do, but I'm not doing this for my benefit necessarily. I'm doing it for others as well, you know. If you're struggling, my friends and my family, anyone. You know, I may only be like 19 years old, but I have got brains, you know. I have got sense. I like to preach. If I've got a problem, or if I've whatever, I will preach it, I will say it. Another great little bit of things, candles. Get some scented candles, some nice ones, and just relax, or go and sit by a fire, as long as you know, like, it's not be stupid around it, of course. Or go into the gym, that's a good one to release endorphins, to make yourself feel better. Watch the movie, watch a TV show, but make sure it's seriously not bad, as in like negative. For example, 13 Reasons Why, it's completely trending now. If you watch that, and if any of you guys want to watch that, I really, really would say be careful, because what's in it's pretty triggering to some people anyway. It's quite triggering to me. But you've got to see beyond it. Be like, they made that video, they made the TV show, not to try and affect everyone, to point a story out, to just say, there's teenagers in the 21st century here that are go through shit. You know, and through thick and thin, there are people there that care. So, yeah, I've got a few messages on Facebook, if you can please bear with me a second. So yeah, if you're ever feeling down, please come back to this video and listen to what I'm saying, because obviously I've done it to try and help people. I also want to let you all know that if you're feeling down, you may feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. You're never, ever alone. And if you want to see something really important to do with the 13 Reasons Why, make sure, if you are going to watch it, make sure you seriously look at the after bit of it, which you can actually find on, check now, on a site called yesmovies.to. For free, if you don't have Netflix. This is what I've been watching it on. So it Yes Movies. and it's got all of them on there. But this is the thing you need to be looking for, is the episode special Behind the Reasons. Seriously, please check it out. It gives reason, but obviously if you've not watched it, the whole of 13 Reasons Why, it won't probably make sense. Yeah, another good thing is, as well, go on YouTube whenever you're feeling down and look at videos, like funny videos, like people falling over or animals farting or what. Just have a good old laugh at it. You know, something really random to just take your mind off it. Or if you want something that's like inspirational, I would really suggest to look at some of this YouTuber's profile called Prince EA, and as you can see on this page, on my page, I put a lot about this guy, reasons being he literally inspires me in what he says. You really should check his videos out, guys. Like, he posts ones about love, about breakups, about DNA, about accepting, about voting, about like why life is too short. Just love everybody, you know. You get people out there that, you know, one tiny thing could mean everything to them just by saying to someone, "Oh, I love you, I'm here for you." But make sure you show the actions and not just the words, you know. Actions will always speak louder than words. But I might play one of his videos actually to just actually show you. See if it lets me. It might not let me post this though then. Which one should I do? Climate change. Actually guys, I'm gonna let you look at that yourselves in case it cuts me off, because sometimes if I stream something that's not my property, it can kick me off Facebook basically. So I'll get you guys to check it out. It's Prince EA, and he's actually on Facebook as well, so check out his videos, please, seriously. Get my face back on the swing. So yeah, I'm probably going to cut it short there. I might do some other videos again in the future. I just want to point out, basically, you're not alone. You're never alone. Someone out there loves you, and I love you. Okay, if I've had arguments with any of you before, or if you hate me, or if you dislike me or have any problem against me, I just want to point out that I won't hate you. Okay, I might dislike some things you've been like, or in the past, things you've done. Some things might have pissed me off, some things might have triggered me, or you name it. But don't forget, deep down in my heart, I love you and I will care for you and I'll be there for you. And if you ever need advice, I will be there. Just never forget that, no matter who you are, never forget that. I'm going to play one last song before I go, which is one of the songs I suggested, All Time Low, Missing You. Just listen to the words in it, like, very positive.
That you've been self-medicating in the quiet of your room, your sweet suburban tune. And if you need a friend, I'll help you stitch up your wounds. I heard that you've been having some trouble finding your place in the world. I know how much that hurts, but if you need a friend, then please just say the word. cleaned up, you've made a mess again. There's no more trying, time to sort yourself out. Hold on tight, this ride is a wild one. Make no mistake, the day will come when you can't cover up what you've done. Now don't lose your fight, kid. It only takes a little push to pull on through. With so much left to do, you'll be missing out, and we'll be missing you. Come on! I heard that you've been having some trouble finding your place in the world. I know how much that hurts. And if you need a friend, then please just say the word. You've come this far, you're all cleaned up, you've made a mess again. There's no more trying, time to sort yourself out. Hold on tight, this ride is a wild one. Make no mistake, the day will come when you can't cover up what you've done. Now don't lose your fight, kid. It only takes a little push to pull on through. With so much left to do, you'll be missing out, and we'll be missing you. Grit your teeth, pull your hair, paint the walls black and scream, fuck the world, 'cause it's my life, I'm gonna take it back, and never for a second blame yourself. Hold on tight, this ride is a wild one. Make no mistake, the day will come when you can't cover up what you've done. No, you can't cover up. Hold on tight, this ride is a wild one. Make no mistake, the day will come when you can't cover up what you've done. Now don't lose your fight, kid. It only takes a little push to pull on through. With so much left to do, you'll be missing out, and we'll be missing you.
So there you have it. There was one of the songs I mentioned. So yeah, just want to let you all know, be strong, you can get through it. If you're ever on a downer, just think to yourself, oh shit, I'm going through a moment. It's just a moment I'm having. We all in this world have downers. We all in this world go through shit. And we're not alone. We all go through it. You may feel like you're alone, you may feel like you're trapped, but you're not.